And we should be live now. Hey guys, Ryan here, and we are loading in right now for the Indy 200 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the oval for the SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series. And we are going to be getting ready to roll on through here. Actually, I just realized I got the name of the stream wrong. 1 second, guys. Edit. SCRL Hurricane. There you go. So yeah, so right now we're loading in for a pace lap. Looks like, oh, looks like we might be reloading because it looks like the 10 car is already out of the race. So I believe that would be it, and I hope that they'll reload for that, because first off, that's an unfortunate way to go, and second off, he's my lap count. Like, he's my way of checking lap count. But I certainly don't want him out of the race already. But yeah, it looks like he lost connection to the server. Hopefully that'll be a reset. We'll have to wait and see, though. So we got the blue and silver 26 there on the outside of the front row. On the inside is the number 54 of LSF Scotty. He's been one of the fast guys the last couple of races. Looks like the 46 there, I believe that is Shark. He is running third. So, yeah, it looks like everybody's backing out now, so we'll get that, we'll get the race underway as soon as possible. It's just a little bit of a delay. But, hey, that'll give more time for more people to get in here and hit that like button while they're at it. So, yeah. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. There we go. Share the stream. Yeah, so right now we're just going to be reloading. Hopefully we're all good. Just going to be a matter of waiting and seeing. So it looks like they're getting everybody now into another lobby. We got 12. Supposedly we got upwards of like 18, I think, people showing up for this. Let's see, private lobby, 100%. Just checking over the settings so I know exactly what we got. So we got. Okay, so that's how they force a pit stop in the first stage. Based on that fuel estimate, we should be going. Okay. Also, just to let you guys know, we do have stage lengths. It'll be a little shorter than a normal 100% Indy race. Yeah, so the stages are going to be 20, 40, and then 80 laps to the finish. So, nice, easy, one quarter, second quarter, and then the final half under, hopefully, green flag conditions. Because this is actually a track where I'd like to see a long green flag run, because you can see stuff. You can see the best drivers really go to the front. It's kind of similar to a road course in that style. Kind of similar to Pocono, where you, except for in this case, you don't have 3 or 4 distinct corners. You've got essentially 2 distinct corners. You've got 1 and 2, or you've got 1 and 3, which are high speed, absolutely very scary corners to go through if you're actually in a car of some kind, because of how tight it gets. Not that you don't see bad incidents in turns 2 and 4. I mean, look at this year. Look at the 2020 Indy 500 for a bad crash off of turn 4. Of course, everybody was okay from that, but still, bad crashes are certainly possible. So, yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting for what's going to happen here. Looks like they got 15 people in there right now. So, yeah, so 20, 40, and 80. That makes very easy stage lengths to go over. So, yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting for them to get everybody in there. It looks like they're up to 18. I believe we're waiting on 19 to show up. So, let's hopefully get this one going this time without incident, and we'll be in with the green flag start, hopefully. Apologies again about the slight delay. Is everything still going smooth? Looks like it. Just kind of quickly refresh the stream. Make sure everything's still going smooth. Well, as smooth as a failed start can go. There we go. And there's our invite, because they just started to load in. Be loading in here momentarily. Gonna try and essentially chase them in. So here we go. We're gonna start loading in, and we should be in right after them. So yeah, just kind of waiting to load in. Indianapolis, by the way, is another one of those tracks that I just really love that most people don't like NASCAR going to, that I actually quite like the racing at when it's good. I mean, they've done some awful things to Indianapolis. I mean, and that's not even counting like the 2008 tire debacle or whatever with the tire mileage race where it was just no good. But I'm more looking at stuff like 2018 when they threw 2 comp cautions in there that allowed Denny Hamlin to try and pull a strategy that got him up to the front on something that shouldn't have been possible. Yeah, so we should be in there momentarily. Then they'll be going for a pace lap, and we will be getting the green flag, in theory. So we're just kind of waiting to get everybody in order. There we go. Scotty should be the front row starter as normal, or as normal for compared to how we saw it earlier. Yeah, looks like there he is. We got the 29 car that needs to drop back a bit. So yeah, there we go. Settling into position. Looks like the 10 is actually supposed to be on the outside of the front row. And looks like somebody else pulled in front of the field and is now slowing down. Getting ready for the restart. There we go. There's the 26 of is that Big B's? 26. Yeah, it looks like that's Big B's in the blue and silver 26 car. So here we go, getting in order, and let's see. You're gonna see the green flag this time. Bye, everybody. Green flag will be 20 laps, and then the final 40 lap, 100-mile run to the finish. Oh my, though, again, like, a lot of my favorite tracks I really like to watch NASCAR racing at actually are more suited to open wheels. This obviously being a very obvious one. Green flag is out and they are racing, but also tracks like Richmond Raceway, some of the other short tracks. Yeah, the green flag is out and they are all racing into the front stretch here, and they're looking for the racing lead already. It looks like the 54 is going to maintain it, though. Kind of a bummer NASCAR never got to run on the on the old Indianapolis Motor Speedway with the paved apron, because that test session that they had back in, what was that, 92, I think it was, 99, 91, 92, something like that. That was some fun racing to watch, even though it was just quote-unquote a tire test. It was clearly a test to see if the cars would put on a good show, but the layout was changed before it was ever given a real chance at anybody actually getting to see people race, because the 93 Indy 500 had a lot of bad crashes in it involving that apron, which is why they ended up adding the rumble strip in the grass there to avoid people going down there. And that's your little history lesson on Indianapolis. Now back to your regularly scheduled race. So, yeah, you got the 26 up, trying to make his way up here. He's maintained third from where he started. But yeah, normally I actually quite like to have a guy in the booth with me, and I'm trying to take a few notes myself to learn and see what I gotta know for my race tomorrow night in the Thomas Cup Series. Because I'm actually racing a Cup car here tomorrow, and trying to learn what I can from watching a race here, see what the keys are to the race beforehand. And actually, 20 laps. Can they make that on a fuel tank? It's going to be close. I think they can make it. I mean, it's going to take saving fuel, but what strategy doesn't take saving an amount of fuel? But yeah, right now the 54 clearly does not seem to be going for any kind of fuel saving strategy. He is pulling away and doing it fast. So yeah, so 54 is easily starting to gap them. Got about a 1.5, 2 second lead here already. And the 10 car makes contact with the outside wall. It's going to stack up, I believe that's Great White Shark behind him. Oh, we got one car on pit road already. Actually, two. The 15 and the... Who's the other one? 51. And yes, that is Great White Shark, who's making the pass now for second in that black 46 car. And oh, we got a crash. The 10 cars involved. And that is going to be a pile up. Did anybody else get collected? Looks like it stayed a one car incident for the moment. But yeah, so right now, that wreck is definitely going to put the 10 car behind, but we got to keep an eye on this battle for the lead, because the 54 is absolutely stretching the lead over the 46. So that's probably a good 2-3 second lead now. This Great White Shark is definitely not as close as Gator was, and actually, no. Everybody behind them is also starting to get spread out. Here we go. Here's a battle on track. We got it looks like the 1 car and the 26 going to be doing battle. Oh, 1 car goes up the track though, tags the wall, and is going to immediately kind of end that battle in with the getting hit there. 26 though gets into the wall. That's going to hurt his chance of catching the car in front of him. So, yeah, we're nearing the halfway point in this stage already, because it's short stages. It's going to be a short race. Only 200 miles here with with an eventual, yeah, so we got a the first two stages obviously being 50 miles apiece. Then we got a full Freedom 100 style 40 lap shootout for the finish. So there we go. The 3 there, Beastie goes on by the 10. So you got 2 very bright cars there. The 82, and I don't know who that second car is, but those are 2 very bright cars. Looks like the 15's back out on the racetrack. You got the 11, the Texas Fireman, fighting with Ty Phil in the 24. So it looks like H-Man was the car that the 26 was trying to close in on when he smacked the wall. Yeah, Gator going to the outside on Beastie. Gonna be able to get the clear on him. Looks like that is Hurricane in the 29 car that was the other freakishly bright car there. The one is back out on track as well. Dusky in the 20s just kind of hanging around. Not really caring what's going on. There's Waffle House in the 1, so yeah, that was the one that I saw earlier. So right now this here is kind of the battle for any spots on track pretty much. So yeah, right now it's going to be a fun one to watch though. They are all, there's like 3 or 4 cars there under a blanket, all trying to get the same real estate. There goes the one to the inside of the 11. The 1 car able to hold off the charge from the 11 for now, but here comes the 16 looking to the inside. So 16 was able to kind of move the 1 car. The 1 car goes through the grass, and that allows the 11 to try and capitalize, actually. The 11 gets on through and passes both of them. So yeah, they are running right together here. Yeah, right now this is, I'd say, is your strongest 1-2 combo on the track to maybe try and make some headway towards the race leader. Though the leader might be starting to get some lap traffic here pretty soon. I'd say 11 laps into the run, especially after all the kind of attrition we saw early on, we might start to see some lap cars here at some point. Especially since we got 19 cars worth of traffic out here. So yeah, so now you are starting to see some lap cars out in front of the 54. So we're going to just kind of stay here for a little bit while we watch them catch in. It looks like Dusty is one of those cars that is coming into the picture in front. Trying to figure out where Dusty is on this thing. So much harder when they don't actually qualify for the race, so I have just pretty much a random order in which they're in here. Like, obviously it's not random, it just goes down the way they were scheduled to start this race, even though it's different obviously now because they are doing their own thing. Here we go. Dusty actually puts the 54 in the wall. Dusty now to the inside, and giving plenty of room there this time for Scotty to go around him. So, looks like there's maybe one more car that he'll have to deal with at some point, though. Yeah, that won't be for a little bit. Looks like the 46 coming back onto the track. Maybe he coming in for a pit stop as well. So again, you can I think you can make it on fuel the distance. I mean, it's not overly far to go 50 miles. And obviously that kind of eliminates a lot of strategy for the second stage. If there's guys that can almost make it in the first stage, they'll be able to make it in the second stage, you assume. Because of the second stage, a lot of laps knocked off of it from the yellow at the end of this stage. Yeah, right now Big B's looks like he's having a bit of trouble. 15 is on pit road again. Seems like he's found a little bit of trouble already. Great White Shark is on pit road. That's the 46. The 11 car tags the wall. Hopefully that won't require a pit stop. Here we go. Side by side on track between the 75 and the 9. Looks like the leader might be catching some more lap traffic, and to be honest, he really should just think about the idea that maybe back down the pace a little bit to try and make sure you can try and fuel mileage your way to the finish of this race, because if you can fuel mileage it to the end of this stage and the next stage, you put yourself in a pretty good position to try and make it a one-stop final stage. That's obviously going to be the hardest goal to do, is to make it a one-stop final stage. But if you have experience from saving fuel this entire run, you might be able to transition that information into a good shot at a one-stop final stage, rather than a two-stopper. Okay, man. So yeah, it looks like this is a battle for maybe like 4th on track between the 26 and the 11. Hard to really tell sometimes because of just how far up in front of people some of these guys get. Oh, we got a car spinning. Who is that? That's a 51. Hopefully by the time it gets going and fast enough to unghost, everybody's around him. And that was just turning right at somebody. One may need to get looked at for that one, because that was definitely turning right on an oval at another driver, which is certainly not what anybody here is looking to have happen. Yeah, it looks like everybody's going to be a couple laps shy, at least in terms of what their fuel mileage is looking like, now that I'm looking at it, at some of the data from some of the teams. Yeah, right there, the 54 is having to go through a lot of lap traffic. I'd assume he should be coming into the pits relatively soon so that he doesn't get kind of leapfrogged here in the final few laps. Although they have 17 laps in, so maybe he's... Actually, he's on lap 18 right now, coming to the end of 18. He's coming to, like, 2 or 3 to go. He's got a fair amount of time left in this stage, though. So, yeah, I'd expect maybe you see him coming to pit road this time. Yep, here we go. Here comes the race leader. So the race leader is in. Man. So here we go, coming into the pits, and I'm just gonna stay on board with the 54 because we're gonna watch him go in and out of the pits to see where everybody kind of translates around here. And here we go, 54 coming back out on track. Looks like maybe a fuel only stop. Merging. I mean, that's okay in NASCAR. In IndyCar, they would make you take that other exit lane. Good thing this is an IndyCar, so we don't need to worry about any penalty like that. But yeah, it looks like we may see a pretty commanding win though here for the stage. Again, we come into the white flag. We come into the white flag this next time by. White flag will be displayed to the number 54 as they come down the front stretch. There's the white. Oh wait, no, here's the white. Yep, there's the white. And the green and white checkers will be this next time by. Lap 20. 20 laps in. So yeah, right now it looks like the 54 has got this one on lock for now, at least. Still one to be determined here. Well, I would say the likelihood of the 54 getting past for the lead is going to be pretty slim. He has a car back there, though I believe that might be a lap car. So here we go, coming through turn 4 for the final time in stage 1. And it looks like it'll be the 54 coming through 3 and 4 to claim the green and white checkered flag. Here it is. The checkered flag is out for the number 54. Stage winner, 54, LSF Scotty. So, stage 1 complete. All 19 cars, I believe, still running. Let's see. Any cars in the pits? Let's see. Looks like the 15th has decided to retire from the race. So, one retirement, still 18 cars involved in this. We might have the 51 out as well, possibly. So, yeah, the field is starting to drop down quite a bit on car count. Yeah, with this stage being over, though, we now have to look at stage 2. It'll be 20 laps. But of course, we're already starting to run some of those laps, and we've got a pit stop coming here. I expect 4 tires and fuel for the entire field, pretty much. Looks like Rawson may have also either backed out or is just on pit road right now. And here we go. I'd expect 4 tires from pretty much everybody, unless somebody did 4 tires on that final pit stop, which would make sense to try and mitigate the amount of time they have to spend on pit road this time. So you only have to worry about getting fuel, and then maybe they could leapfrog the guys that they weren't going to pass on track if they took 2 or no tires and the leader took 2 or 4. Because, I mean, if you were going to take no tires and you still don't pass the guys, then what's the point of taking the no tire call? So here we go, coming into the pits, and we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Got a lot of guys coming around. Looks like, oh, we got a spin coming off the pit road. It looked like possibly a spin is kind of created from the way that the AI cars are pushing. Hopefully no serious damage is done to the cars, because of course it wasn't their fault. But here we go, Scotty and the 9 on the front row. Second row looks like it'll be the 26, and we'll have to wait and see. It looks like the 11. Okay, here we go. They're all getting doubled up and ready to go racing. Go back to the green flag here, and we are back, and green flag is out, and they're racing once more here at Indianapolis. There's the yard of bricks, and here we go, piling into turn one yet again. Okay, I know that's not the real Daniel Hemrick in the chat, but welcome. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Okay, here we go. 26 looking to the outside. Not going to be able to hold it, though. That is the one thing about flat track racing, which is something I know not everybody gets, but I know I love, and that's probably a little bit biased due to the fact that my home track is a flat track, being the Magic Mile. But yeah, when it comes to the flat tracks, you have a situation where the bottom lane becomes a very dominant force. Okay. So yeah, right now though the battle for the race lead has definitely gotten a little strung out, but that's kind of typical with this style of racing, because where's the leader? No, because again, that one lane does tend to be favored, though you can make the dive around the outside at times. So yeah, right now, I mean, that is one thing that is kind of a bummer about the stock cars in particular, because they don't necessarily have the power, and just something about the way the weight distribution is on these types of tracks that you can get racing like this, where occasionally it is pretty tough to pass, though it does make every pass very important. it is definitely a different style of racing compared to what most people like. I know most people, they like Daytona and, oh, we got a yellow flag. Here at the kind of midpoint of the stage, we got 7 laps into the stage and we have a yellow flag out. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for them to roll back around to the pit road, see what all happens. Here we go. Just now getting back around to the pit road. It seems like, oh, they're waiting on maybe the wave around to get back around as well, so they're slowing down for that. But yeah. That is one thing that is a little annoying with some of these big, long, flat tracks that the pace laps feel like they take forever. Okay. But yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting to see what everybody does. Looks like the 21, though, is going to win the race off pit road, which, hey, every spot you can gain not on the track is one you don't have to worry about gaining on the track. Okay, so here we go. Getting doubled up. Looks like the 21 was the only one to really gain any significant spots on pit road. Okay, here we go. Getting ready for the green flag to be coming back out. That seems like a good time. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the race so far. I know I certainly am. But yeah, this is one of those tracks, though, where I'd really like to have a co-broadcaster like JP up here in the booth with me, because it definitely could... I mean, it's one that can lend to some really good conversations, but... Oh, man. Uh-oh, we got a spinner. Oh, that's a two-car crash. That's going to be yellow 9 times out of 10. We'll have to wait and see what they call, though, when they get back around to it. Yeah, so race leader didn't last very long. We got literally the restart, and the first corner they crash. Okay, so yeah, looks like they've slowed it back down. We're back under yellow. Oh, gotta love yellow flag racing. 10 laps go on the stage as well. We accidentally X'd out of my lap count. 1 second, guys. We'll be right back at the lap count in just a moment. Gonna be 10 laps ago when we come to pit road this time.
I'm the leader, you guys. I can time. I say go.
2 tires?
Nope. Hey, I'm good. I just, you guys just run me over sometimes.
Careful, still there.
I took gas.
Say hi up here.
Yes. I'm doing piece and
Careful, still there.
Doubled up and then ready to go.
I know, I was saying
Say hi up here. Hold your line, got one inside.
I always say that.
Still there. Careful, still
We're
there.
going this time.
It's fine. We're gonna call him now. Say hi, say hi.
Another lap, okay. We're gonna go another lap. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Still there. Inside, inside.
Oh, there goes my damage.
Another time around. Just kind of waiting for the flag here, guys. Yellow's just taking so long with the flat tracks. That's like my one problem with flat tracks.
Nobody
is
even,
that yellows
no
feel like
one's not even going to walk the road. The fucking zone.
especially in somewhere like Indianapolis where it's all Speedway.
Gotta call him now. All clear. Inside, inside.
54.
Say hi up there.
I'm trying.
Car there on the inside.
This time, though, looks like yeah, they're back to racing. We're back. Rolling racing here. About 7 laps ago in the stage, and looks like the 54 is actually going to have to fight the place for the first time on the lane. Looks like we got the 21 back pretty easily. Sorry, I did not realize I had the stream audio playing in the background. My bad. So yeah, so your race leader is a custom car. Okay, that narrows it down to about a third of the field. I think H-Man might be your current race leader here. Yeah, the 9, that number 9 Ford Mustang. The light blue, the white, the black. Okay, yellow flag back out again. Wow. And this is the last yellow flag for the stage as well, because we're 1 lap from the what would have been the yellow flag cutoff here. So yeah, just kind of rolling around, waiting for everybody to get to pit road. Looks like a couple guys crashing them back. Okay. Here we go. Looks like we got guys coming off pit road. We'll see who the race leader is as they start to move up. Looks like Texas Fireman is your race leader with the 54 in tow. Okay, here we go. Doubled up, ready to go green flag racing here. Hopefully we haven't lost everybody's attention, because it has definitely been a long caution flag period. You can see yellows. I wish they could do something to speed up the yellows. But in all honesty, they probably can't, because these straightaways are super long and super slow. But here we go, coming down the front stretch, getting ready to line up and go for it one more time. Green flag is out, and here we go. The 11 car manages to lead it into turn one, and that's one of the faster cars that we've actually seen take the lead tonight. The 11 car is one of those few guys that's been able to actually pass in the pack. Of course, this is the first time we've really seen them in the field. Yeah, right now though, that 11 dropping back from the field certainly isn't going to help my credibility any. I mean, what do I know? I'm going to race with most of these guys. Here we go, Leadfoot giving a push to the back bumper. Here we go. Battle for second, it looks like. 26 in the 1. The 1 car's got a good piece alongside him. Problem is, going into the corner, you want to really be a lot closer to alongside him there. The 1 car appears to have dropped back a few spots there on that one. Looks like, is that H-Man out in front of the field? Oh, we got the Lone Ranger's crashed. Looks like the 1 car had also smacked the outside wall, but yeah, it looks like that is H-Man out way in front of the field. And I don't know if, is he the race leader or is he in way behind? Looks like he may be the race leader, but hard to really tell. But yeah, right now though, I think that 54 is probably your fastest car. I mean, he's definitely shown the most speed. Looks like the 21 is either hit pit road voluntarily or he is out of the race. One or the other. We'll know eventually. So, here we go. Yellow flag, is that the stage? Did I miss the stage finish? Yeah, that was the stage. So, H-Man was your stage 2 winner there. Yeah, congratulations to him. So, yeah, stages 1 and 2 split between the 42, or the, not 42, the 54 and the 9, splitting the stages. So, yeah. Here we go. They're gonna be rolling on into pit road here. I'm expecting 4 tires and fuel for mostly the entire field. Hard to keep track of the stuff sometimes because they tend to get shuffled up pretty good here on these. When you have a lot of these very short runs and pit stops in the middle of it. So here we go. Coming off pit road, we're getting ready to go back to the green flag, and hopefully it's going to be a good race here. We got 100 miles to go. 100 miles to determine a race winner. It would definitely be way more fun if this was open wheel cars, because those things, they fly around here, and something about just the way they work around this track just works way better than the stock cars. Although the NASCAR stock cars aren't bad here. Especially if you've got guys that are relatively even on skill. So here we go, doubled up, getting ready to go down, or getting ready to come down to the green flag one more time here to start stage number 3. So here we go. Green flag is out, and they are back to racing here at Indianapolis. Time to see what these guys can really do here as we get down to crunch time. 100 miles to go. And here we go. Man, these guys, they're just rolling around here, though. There are very few guys that have put too much oil on, at least at the front here, most of this race. Yellow flag back out. Are you kidding me, guys? Come on. I was actually looking forward to seeing how that run developed. Okay, here we go. Coming down pit road. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens here. Now we got guys in pit road. Looks like though somebody's out there. Looks like the front two are have either stayed out or took fuel only. 'Cause those were some short stops if they even came to pit road. Okay, here we go. Getting ready to go back to the green flag. They're still on the back stretch though. So, yeah, it's weird that you have some tracks where where even though they're the same length, like Daytona, except for the back straightaway where it's a long straight bit. To be honest, the yellows do definitely feel like they take a little longer than necessary. Here we go, green flag back out, and we are back to racing here. So, 54, back out front. He has been the dominant car of the night. Looks like Champ fell back a bit, but yeah, here's your top two of the night, though, so far. Your two-stage winners. Oh, and we got a spinner in back. Looks like multi-car wreck. Yeah, that's going to bring out the yellow flag yet again. Man, these guys can actually keep it green for a little bit. I believe they could get some good racing going. Also, it looks like, looks like 21 has decided that, Yeah, it looks like the yellow flag probably coming back out, though. Doesn't actually look like they know it. Or maybe they know that they're racing the line. But yeah, the 9 car is backed way off the corner. Yep, there we go. Slowing down for the yellow flag. Getting this one already. Man. There we go. Coming down pit road. Possibly for the final. No, I know we're still a long way off from the final time. Never mind. I just checked the laps remaining. We got 33-ish laps to go. Yeah, it's gonna be a while here. These yellows again, they just really take a while now. And the pit stops, obviously 4 tires, fuel. And that's the other thing, is the 4 tires and fuel we could pretty much assume on most of these quickie yellows. Although it does leave the option open, the track is just, it's so reliant on you having good tires to hold a line, the inside lines of the corner. So the 24, he's decided to try the strategy of this strategy. So we'll have to wait and see what everybody else is able to do on this restart, but the 24, he's going for it. Should be back to Greenfly Racing this time, and looks like the 24 has gotten off to a pretty decent restart here. It'll be a fight to see who is able to end up holding them off, but right now the 24 is doing an okay job of holding them off. So yeah, Ty fell kind of back to the field. We got, man. Well, at least we got 3 guys battling up here for the lead at this point. We haven't had a yellow yet, so wow, we might actually have a. Here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen here. We got the 11. It seems to be working with them, and hard to really tell who's gonna work together here because you got 3 different manufacturers in the top 3. A Toyota, a Ford, and a Chevrolet. Looks like though the 54 though, once he got that lead, this is what he likes to do. He likes to get that lead however he can and then start to pull away with it. Okay. There we go. So yeah, single file racing is definitely a typical thing to see at these types of tracks. It just gets... It has its thing. It can either produce really exciting racing, or it can really get dragged out here very quick. Man. Hopefully everyone's at least enjoying the race. Because, yeah, so far it has been not a great race. Hopefully the race I'm in tomorrow is a little bit better. Or maybe it could be just as boring, but I could be the one pulling away and winning. I wouldn't be too upset with that as the thing. Man, these guys are just so good around this. These front 2 are just so good around this track. If anything holds them up, it gets them spread out. And there isn't enough drag on the car to really allow for them to draft back up to each other. Well, as I say that, the 54 allows the 9 to close right back up on him. So here we go. Right up against each other here. We got 2 guys dueling it out for the race lead, and the rest of them battling for 3rd right now. The 9 car able to clear the 54 on the outside. That is not something you see too often at this type of racetrack. So now the 54, who I think has probably had the better car throughout the race, is now got to try and chase down the 9, who now actually seems to be, after he passed him on the outside, seems to be trying to pull away and leave him behind here. Okay. And these guys, they know how to do it in competition well, which, I mean, I guess that is what they're here for. They're here competing. They aren't here to put on a show for me, but yeah. Man, the 9 car seems to be doing a pretty good job, though, of this whole pulling away thing, because 54 has not really closed the gap on him, despite not really being able to do much to pull away from him. We're going to be entering that pit window soon, though, where you can come down to pit road and make it to the end on fuel. Just so hard to commentate a race like this because a lot of it comes down to numbers and what they're doing on fuel numbers, and because I don't have every single driver in the field if I don't have the numbers on the fuel for every single driver in the field, I can't tell you what every single driver is doing in terms of fuel saving, in terms of, whatchamacallit. I can just tell you I'd run about 5 more laps, come to pit road, get my 4 tires and fuel, and try and run it out to the end of the race, because in theory you can make it on fuel from there. Dusty just shoved the 75 into the grass, and looks like he's now going down to the grass himself. But yeah, there's the 9. He won your second stage, and now he's really starting to gap. That's probably a good second and a half there. Probably even 2 seconds between him and the 54. And yellow flag's out, and oh boy, this is right on that number. 20 laps to go, and they can possibly make it on fuel. So yeah, this is gonna start making those decisions questionable there. Let's see what's gonna happen. So yeah, coming down pit road as they take, and it'll be 19 to go when they cross the yard of bricks here under the on pit road. And the other thing though about this track is that it makes so apparent so early on the top car or two. Yeah, this track just makes the top one or two so apparent that it's hard to really argue against them. Here we go, getting everybody grouped up together. Looks like the top two have a little bit of new blood there. The 10 of right gator getting up into the top two. 54 on the pole. Or on the inside front row, not necessarily the pole. I don't know. Actually, yeah, he did qualify on the pole, I believe. So. Here we go. Yeah, so here we go. 54's got the lead. We know the 9's gonna be coming. He's gonna try and find anything he can do to get around them. It's like the 10 fell back a bit here. Okay, so as of right now, man, nah, the one car Waffle House, is that really Waffle House up there? Yeah, Waffle House has gotten by the 9, and to be honest, so that's going to be the thing that's going to slow this 9 car from trying to go for that win right away. Oh, we got the 54s already catching a lap car? What? Wow. That is probably the fastest I've ever seen a car get lapped in a long time. Okay, here we go. Man. Here we go. The lap cars are kind of impacting the second place driver, though. Where's H-Man? Here we go. So H-Man, he's gotten back a bit of the battle. Looks like he's actually back in the pack a bit. He's in second now. Or maybe that's just a ton of lap traffic, but yeah. I don't know, it just seems so weird that the 54 has such a lead on everybody here. Right now, though, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of laps to go, but there's a lot of laps left in the race, but yeah, this race may as well. Yeah, this race has been it's been a very much a one-sided race. You've had pretty much two guys that have been fast. One of them gets held up on a restart, and the race is pretty much done from there. I just wish the race was actually gonna come down to a remotely competitive match for the win, but it's not looking that way right now. The Texas Fireman is in fourth. Who's ahead of Fireman? Yeah, it's so hard when I don't have an actual leaderboard to go off of. And I just have to deal with wherever the few guys I have in the field. 54 just is such a commanding lead. Feels hard to believe that any of these three are going to be able to really make a challenge, though. Here we go. 26, the one car, and who's that in second? Looks like 46 is actually up there, too. Looks like the 46. Looks like the 16? Yeah, that's the 16 of Leadfoot. Don't know if he's the lead lap car or not, though, because he's typically in and out, on and off the lead lap, but he's currently on track, second place. That very easily could end up being a battle for the win here. Lone Ranger's all the way up into 5th place. Looks like Dusty's having some trouble again. Up to the 9. The 9 just kind of fell off the face of the earth a few a restart or two ago. And we've yet to hear from him since. Oh, 46 stacks up the 24, and those two are going agricultural racing. One of them's hitting the wall. Well, that thins the herd even more of who's going to have a shot at this race. Here we go. Now maybe we can actually see who the second place driver is. Is it Leadfoot? We'll have to wait and see. Uh-oh. Looks like Leadfoot went on by the pit, front row, but yeah, we're slowed down for a yellow flag here. 8 laps to go. And we'll get to see who the, so it looks like the one car was second place. So yeah, it was really strung out. Glad we're getting a restart here. That'll energize this booth a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of it's just the fact that it is so late already, and yeah, I've been up for 12 hours. Here we go, coming on to pit road. Man. It's been a race. And we got 8 laps to go. Gonna be 7 to go when we come out of pit road. Gonna be about 6 to go when we get the green flag. Here we go. Everybody's getting lined up 2 by 2. Looks like LSF Scotty and the one car are going to be the guys to battle it out for victory here. Here we go, green flag is going to be back out, and we're back to racing here, and wow, the one car just did not go on the outside lane. I don't know if he just accepted the fact that the outside lane wasn't going to work in this turn and decided to try and drop back to where he could get in line, but yeah, that has certainly not helped him out here in this fight to try and be at the front for this final few laps. I feel like he should have just gone in on the outside to try and make something happen. But here we go. We've got the 54 trying to hold off everybody else. The 11. Oh, and he just about tags the wall, though. He's got an okay lead now. Here we go, 5 laps to go. The 54 has got an okay lead. We'll focus on the battle for second here, which is actually pretty close and not all that far back from the battle for the win. So yeah, it looks like the 11 actually was pretty easily able to break away from his teammate there in the 10 car, at least I think. Again, I don't know his teammates or not, but here we go. Drafting up behind. There we go. It's going to be a battle for the lead. I'm sure Texas Fireman is not going to go ahead and just let him have it here. Okay, so coming down, we got 2 laps to go. Last lap for our yellow to potentially come out, otherwise we'll be going white flag to the finish here. And uh-oh, yep, we're slowing down, it's gonna be overtime. So we're gonna have an overtime finish here. Okay, here we go. Coming around. This is going to be an actually interesting pit stop to see what everybody does. It's only going to be 2 laps of overtime, so you could very well see them go for a 2-lap restart here. You could imagine somebody's going to try and stay out here to try and get it. Question is going to be who is going to be the person to stay out. So, here we go. Looks like one car staying out. Who is that? That is Beastie. So, Beastie's going to stay out and try and make some magic here. Yeah, here we go. Overtime, and we got the 3 car out front. This is gonna be a fun one. Let's see what's gonna end up happening here. Here we go. Green flag will be coming back out, and let's see. Can Beastie hold it? He can hold it. Here we go. Green flag's out, and it's going to be pretty much a slot car race. He goes down the inside, but he loses out the momentum. His tire's not quite good enough to hold out the 54, and yet he's going up the track, and he's losing that ground. There you go. 54's got it. Can the 10 car find a way around it? Right Gator. You got Waffle as well in there. A lot of guys going for very little bits of racing room. So let's see. Here we go. White flag is out, and this will be the last lap. And last attempt at overtime. As we get a little bit of a lag spike on our end, but it looks like the 54 is going to come off turn 2 with a sizable lead here. And here we go. Coming down the back straightaway. 54, the 1. They're really going to be the only 2 with any kind of shot at it. And it's going to take a big run from here from the 1. And a perfect set of corners here. That was a near perfect corner there. Here comes another one, but he needs it to be absolutely flawless. Just about tags the outside wall. He's going to probably not have much of a chance. Oh, the one car's gonna try and make it close. The 54 gets it. So 54 of Scotty, the one of Waffle, and then third, I believe, was they can only get third in. Hello, can you help me with getting the other two from the top three in? Since I don't have them all on my friends list. Oh, whoops, do I have my mic muted in here? Can you help me with getting the other two in the top three in here for the party in post race?
It was Waffle House and I can't remember who finished third.
I think it was Fireman.
I can get Fireman in here. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah, I don't have either of them in my friends list. So I'm having to go back through recently played with. There's Waffle House. Yeah, so you can get Fireman in here.
I invited him.
So it's Waffle House. And we're just waiting on one more, it looks like. Yep, there's Texas Fireman. I believe Texas Fireman, you were third, right?
Yes.
Okay, it was hard to tell because you guys kind of came up down the front stretch in a big clump. Okay, well, I think as we do, I think we should start with the race leader, or with the race winner. So, 54, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, other than not burning out on the bricks, what are your thoughts on today's race?
I had a pretty strong car throughout the whole race. There's a couple cars that seemed really competitive, but I was pretty glad that I managed to beat them.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like you were definitely one of the two cars to beat. I'd say it was pretty much you and the 9 most of the night up until like the last two where that last restart with the overtime really kind of put it into perspective. So, yeah, you think you'll be able to go back-to-back here at whatever race is next? What, Iowa or something?
Pretty sure. I don't know what exactly it is, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to carry momentum.
Well, you definitely had a great car tonight, and yeah, was there ever a point where you felt like you probably were down and out, or was it pretty much just always at least in the hunt?
Right before the last caution, it got really tight on fuel, and the way that I was looking on fuel, I had to coast probably like at the start of 3 all the way to the line, so I needed to get a big lead on second place, which I couldn't do, so I got really nervous right there until the caution came out.
Yep. So, well, looking forward to this coming Saturday. I thought I'd heard Dusty mention that there wasn't going to be a race, but maybe there is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think there is. I think I asked him again, and he said there is going to be a race, so looking forward to seeing you racing on Saturday, wherever we end up racing.
Yep, thank you.
And second place was the one of Waffle House. Waffle House, you got a copy?
10-4, I got you.
Well, other than having the best-looking number 1 car on the track tonight, came up one spot shy of matching your car number on the scoring pylon.
Yeah, we're always right there. Tonight we didn't have a second place car. We got lucky on the last restart. We had a great short run car. I'd say anywhere from 1 to 4 laps, I could match anybody's lap time, including the 54. I just had to be there. One more lap, I managed to perform.
Yeah, you definitely put together two
we
perfect corners there to try and close in on the back bumper.
Yeah, it was an overachieving night. I knew coming into it was going to be a struggle. Just try to get better as a race. The good adjustments. Pit crew got me on and off pit road very fast. Stayed out of trouble most of the race. Just try to be up front, keep the nose clean, and try to learn from the guys who are fast. That's where I do my best laps, is just following where they go and trying to capitalize on where they're not strong at.
By the sounds of what you just said, it sounds like you might not be the right person to ask about this. But any tips? Because I've got a Indianapolis oval race in Cup cars tomorrow night. Any tips?
Yep. Let off early and get to the gas. Get to the gas soon. Don't be afraid to back the corners up. If it's a Cup race, you're going to be a little bit more horsepower. So you want to, the first. So you got 2 turns. You got 2 turns. First one you want to back off in. The second one you can kind of coast into and roll off the throttle. With a Cup car, you're going to have to burp a little bit more.
Well, and then you think you're going to be able to do better at the track next on Saturday? Let me actually look it up and see where we're racing.
Do better. That'd be one spot better. Yeah, one spot better. If it is Iowa, I do feel pretty confident there. I do feel confident we'll be a top 5 car.
No, it's Gateway.
Inside the top 5, you never know. Oh, it will not be a Gateway. We don't do the road courses. We do not do
Gateway's
the road
not
courses.
road course.
Oh,
no,
really?
that's it's a oval about the same length as Darlington. Yeah, it's essentially a flat Darlington.
Well, then we will be there.
Without the ridiculous tire wear.
I stand corrected. We will be there. I have to practice. I don't even know where I'm going to be. I don't think I've ever ran it.
Considering you thought of it a road course. Now, they do have a Roval at Gateway, but obviously NASCAR Heat doesn't have that.
Okay. Right. Now that tells you my knowledge about Gateway. I swore it was a road course. We're looking forward to it.
Gateway Motorsports Park.
Hopefully we can. I think we're sitting 3rd in points. I'm not sure where we're going to be after this race. Probably still 3rd, maybe close gap.
Yeah, you had about 80-something point gap between you and 2nd, but it certainly doesn't help the Gator ran well there in the final few laps as well.
Right. Yep. All we can do is just take care of our car, look out the windshield. And try
the biggest thing for you would be more looking out your out your mirror, looking at LSS Scotty coming up behind you, because he's been putting together a lot of good wins here.
Yeah, he's a guy that's gonna, he's obviously got some talent. So he's gonna skyrocket. I'll just try to work on myself and work on what I can control. Hopefully I can give him some competition.
And the other guy that's right behind you in points happens to be the next guy we're going to be talking to. Hey, Texas, you got a copy? Well, third place on the boards tonight. Looking pretty good, solid night for you.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Honestly, I just like to say it's good to be back. We took last week off because we went out for our birthday, and had a good buddy of mine sub for me, and I thank Zach for subbing for me and getting that win. I don't know if it does count for me. I think it's half points, but on and all, we had a fast 11 car, fast Leaf car, and I hope we won't be there next week because we are actually going to a boat show over there in Beaumont, and I have no idea when I'll be home. I will keep everyone updated.
Okay.
But all in all, we had a fast car, and honestly, want to thank Shark right there, and want to thank Lawful right there for that good push right there, and thank Lawful for not wrecking me right there when I kind of chopped his nose off right there a little bit.
Okay. So yeah,
it's all good, man.
So you're up there in the top 4 in points as well. So looking forward to the playoffs, I'm sure. Since you've got a significant cushion on the cut line, and unless you miss a significant number of races, you're probably safely in.
Yeah, we should be safely in, but I don't know how good we're going to get Iowa, or I know we're going to be real good at the next track, but the next track is Talladega, but I'm not 100%
Yeah, it's Gateway,
sure.
then Talladega's a
All in
week
all,
from
we had
today.
NASCAR today.
Yep. Yeah, we got 3 regular points races before Iowa for Iowa and Charlotte to wrap up the regular season.
All right. Then we start the playoffs.
Yep. And that's going to be some fun. So anything else? Any other last comments on Indianapolis?
It was, I do have a couple of tips for you in the Cup car. If you do, I would run a preset for preset 7.
Okay.
Or no, not a preset 5 or a preset 6. Make your car tight on the short one and then make it loose.
Yeah, I usually start out somewhere around a 6 or a 7 for the preset.
Alright.
Well, yeah, so I guess one more question for both of you. Or I guess Dusty's the only one left. Dusty and Texas are the ones left in here, but Texas, you think this race should have been run on the road course, or you like the way it turned out on the oval? Well, I guess you like the way it turned out on the oval because you got top 3.
I honestly like it on the oval. I mean, we did get our first win here in Dusty's League, but then it was taken away or it was split. But we were trying to go for it on that last lap. I think if we didn't get hurt by the 10 car, I think we might have had a shot at the 54 car.
Well, so there we go. That was all from the drivers there for the SCRL Hurricane Xfinity Series. Hopefully everybody enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody. Good night. Or, I guess I should say good